Is every woman out there a gold digger? And are you in danger of falling for a woman who's going to betray you and take everything from you at a key moment in your life? This is the question being asked all over the internet right now in response to the Steve Harvey scandal, where his wife was caught cheating multiple times and is now suing him, trying to take half of his $400 million. Yes, $200 million ripped out of his hands potentially by what actually is his third wife, by what I have heard. Today I'm going to talk to you and tell you what you need to know about the Steve Harvey experience and about how you can keep yourself safe from having the same thing happen to you. Ready? Let's get into it. Now, since the Steve Harvey scandal broke, I've been doing some research, really diving deep into his experience and his wife's experience, their back history, and the findings are pretty shocking. So everything I'm reporting here is what I have found online through other sources. I'm hoping that they're mostly accurate. I haven't been in the Steve Harvey's life, but these have been reported in multiple places. So we're going to have to take the Hollywood glitz and glamour rumors as they come. Steve Harvey himself has actually been married twice before. So he had a first wife and then a second wife, and the research shows that it's likely that he cheated on his second wife pretty extensively. There's a lot of bad blood between them, and he actually had to wait to be with his current third wife, who has cheated on him, so that he could finish off his divorce from his first wife with a lot of complications. It was a really, really ugly mess. So this is currently what sounds like his third marriage that he's on right now. And he has given speeches in public about how he's so in love with her. One speech that I saw, the caption seemed to indicate that he was saying, "I will kill everyone in the room for you." Or he could have been saying that I will tell everyone that you are like the love of my life. We're not really sure, but it didn't sound great. It's one of those moments where it looks romantic and then you start thinking about it and it's like, why did he use a speech from what looks like an awards ceremony to just start praising his wife endlessly? Have you ever met those men who say, "Oh, my wife is the better half. I am scum compared to her. I am nothing. I don't deserve her. She is a goddess. She is everything to me." I'm thinking of on Amazon, the One Fight Championships. Not too long ago, there was one individual who won the grand championship in his fight division, and his wife walked in the ring and he collapsed on the floor, bowing at the ground and kissing her feet. And when they asked him if he was going to fight again, he said, "I'm going to have to ask my wife if I'm allowed to." There's something deeply unsettling. It's good to love your wife. I've been married for 15 years. It is good to love your wife. It is not good to worship her in public because it makes everybody else say, what's going on under the surface here, right? Especially if you've cheated on previous wives, allegedly. This is not the end of the rumor mill here. Of course, his current wife, she, from what the sounds of it, had a years-long affair with a married man and eventually pulled him away from his wife and kids to come be with her. When they split up, she went to a second man, long-term relationship, and it sounds like he was a massive drug dealer because he got a life sentence for his drug charges, which was only later pardoned because he knew President Obama. So Obama pardoned him from that. So then she is now with Steve Harvey. She seems to be pushing her daughter's career as hard as possible to build that up. If you've been watching this channel for longer than this video, you know I'm the attachment specialist. That is my job. That is everything I do. You know that I dissect relationships and say, here's where attachment might have been broken. Here's what this was. I did the Jonah Hill thing. I've dissected Red Pill. I've dissected other relationships. You've seen that. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you're probably starting to see the code in the matrix, right? You're starting to see where the attachment is. You see 3 marriages. Pretty big warning sign that there's something wrong with their ability to bond, to connect, to build a relationship on anything more than feelings, right? When somebody is throwing out there love bombing, saturating the other person with great attention in public as a show of worship and fealty to them, pretty big warning sign. When a person pulls somebody else out of a committed relationship to be with them, then passes on to a drug dealer, then passes on to a major Hollywood celebrity, pretty big warning sign, right? When you see these warning signs, it's impossible to miss them. Learning to see these red flags is crucial. Number 1, learn the red flags about bad attachment. So Red Pill, I dissect Red Pill all the time. They talk about body count. Body count is the one thing you have to pay attention. Women with a high body count, low body count is what you want. Well, let's say that she was focused into long-term, multiple committed relationships. Let's say that she has had 3. On paper, if you look at it from a certain angle, she looks more okay. On paper, she tries to be in committed relationships. It's not actually the case. Looking at it like body count is not the thing. It's looking at what have her past relationship behaviors been? How does she bond with people and bond with men or not bond with them? How does she break up those relationships? And has she ever gone back and said, I realize these things, I've learned these lessons, here's how I've grown? Has she proven that? Same with men, right? Dudes out there, if you've banged 100 women and you want to marry a virgin, she's not going to say, okay, you're great, I love you. No, she's going to say, what the hell is wrong with you? How do I know that you're not just going to go do this? Because that's who you are. You have to fully show, look, I get where I was going wrong. I get that this is not who I should have been. I get that I do not connect with people. Not that having sex is wrong. I'm not saying that to you guys out there. I'm not judging, but it shows that you cannot establish committed relationships, that you in fact run away from them, that committed relationships, the deeper emotional and intimate pieces of it, may not mean anything to you. It may mean that you have a damaged part of self that is not able to bond and connect with other people. So when you look at people who are on their third marriage, marrying somebody else who's on their third marriage, that's a recipe for exactly what we're getting right now. The rumors go that she is now sleeping with his bodyguard, who also, allegedly, was a former drug dealer and pimp, by the way, and also physically abused women, allegedly, and maybe also with his chef, and maybe some other people, we're not sure. So she is sleeping with people close to him, and now filing for divorce at the same time. Steve Harvey keeps people close to him that he can't trust. He forms relationships with people. I mean, your personal bodyguard is a pretty big deal to build a relationship there and build those connections, especially because his bodyguard talks endlessly about how he has turned his life over and is now a motivational speaker and a guru and everything now that he teaches other people how to live a better life because he does. Well, now he's banging his boss's wife. And the rumors actually say that it's possible Steve Harvey might have been cheating first. We're not sure. Unsubstantiated, but it's very possible. So this is not a healthy marriage, you guys. This is not a model to hold up and say, this is a typical case. I saw just this morning, Rollo Tomasi, writer of The Rational Male, right? The big red pill guru, the Bible of red pill. Everyone says he is the man of vision. He doesn't teach us to fear women. Okay. How did he respond to this? Well, he tweeted out, there is no such thing as a quality woman. That was his response. He took this Steve Harvey thing with his wife. There is no such thing as a quality woman. He then posted another video. The quality woman is a myth. He then, before that, posted a video, are women capable of loving men? Okay, the internet is having a giant discussion about this right now, right? You have people that are saying, this is completely fake, that never really happens, everything is fine, what they would call blue pill, right? Pretending everything's fine. Happy wife, happy life. Disgusting. I don't agree with that in any way, shape, or form. I don't think our current dating climate is good. I think men are being crapped on continuously, and their lives are ruined in family court and divorce court. Men are being destroyed. So yes, men have genuine grievances in our culture. But then you have the red pill, which is radical feminism for angry men who are hurt and scared and don't want to fix their attachment. Don't be anxious, be avoidant. Don't be controlled, be controlling. These are two sides of the same coin, you guys. So we don't have to be blue pill. We don't have to be red pill. What can we be doing instead? What? Orange pill? Take the good pieces of the red pill and build it adjacent to it? Okay, this is the orange pill message right here, you guys. Orange pill says, look at your behavior, look at her behavior, and see if attachment is functioning or broken. If you can build a decent relationship with someone who either has secure attachment initially from a good family or has fixed their attachment through self-awareness and work and shows receipts that they are improving it through their relationships and their life, and they have fully committed themselves to a healthier way of living, that's how you build a successful marriage. That's how you get, like me, a 15-year marriage. That's how you build a healthy, thriving connection with someone who does not stab you in the back. I am not saying it's going to be perfect. I am saying that you can work continuously together as a team to not have someone blindside you by banging one of your closest friends and then taking $200 million from you. I did an earlier video on Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, right? I talked in there about borderline personality disorder, how to flag it, how to be careful about it. If you want to check that out, check it out on this channel. But you have to flag carefully for the symptoms of attachment issues and personality disorders. When I talk about how the red pill gurus, there is no such thing as a quality woman, when I talk about how they teach people that women have personality disorders, every woman on earth has a personality disorder, I don't mean they go out there and say every woman has a personality disorder. They say things like there is no such thing as a quality woman. Women are incapable of loving men. Women will leave you if they get the chance. Women will trade up immediately. You have to constantly play dread game against them all the time to keep them afraid, so they will just barely stay in your control. Well, what does that mean except that they have personality disorder? And that you're encouraged to have personality disorders too, by the way. What does that mean? What does that sound like to you? Women are incapable of love. They will betray you at a moment's notice. They will never love you. You can never trust them to be a quality human being because they're not barely even a human being. Only men are human beings. Women are livestock we should have sex with. Are they saying those words? Arguable. I say that Red Pill is a mental Jonestown. Do you remember Jonestown with Jim Jones? Where he got all those people down to South America. He built this big cult up here. And then when the government tried to go after him, he moved them all to South America. The world is against you. Everything is fearful. I will protect you. And then when they closed in on his compound, he had everyone drink the Kool-Aid and die. Do you remember that? That was Jonestown. Red Pill is a mental Jonestown. So no, everybody out there, what happened to Steve Harvey is not likely to happen to you unless you get $400 million and you're on your third marriage and you marry somebody else who is known for pulling married men away from their wives and for sleeping with hardcore drug dealers who get life sentences. Then yes, it is possible that what happened to Steve Harvey will happen to you. That is possible. There's also smaller versions of this. There's just attachment issues. There's you with attachment issues. There's her with attachment issues. I've seen this time and time again. These can be fixed and you can assess for them. Now, there are so many women in their 20s and 30s out there desperately trying to fix their attachment issues. Those are most of the people who come to me as women. People think I only work with men. No, I work with women as well. Most of the people who contact me are women trying to get information on how to fix their attachment. Some of them, especially here on YouTube, are men. YouTube, Twitter, you guys are big male communities. Yes, awesome. Instagram, TikTok, massively, massively female audience. When I do live events, mostly women. They are desperate to learn and they are applying it and they're trying. And they feel like there are no quality men out there, right? Doesn't radical feminism say there are no quality men? There's no such thing as a quality man. They're all rapists. Isn't that what feminism says? Radical feminism says? Isn't that what Red Pill says about women now? I mean, we literally have a tweet. I posted it on my Twitter if you want to go watch it. Look at it. It's a screenshot of Rolla Tomasi. There is no such thing as a quality woman. And then immediately under that, a link for his book, The Player's Handbook. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay. It is okay to have studied Red Pill and think they have some good ideas. They're usually stolen from evolutionary psychology is what they are. It's okay to believe that they're the only ones who are talking about men's issues. For a large extent of time, they have been, because men's issues are swept aside completely. It is not okay to demonize people. It is not okay to use your fear to hurt other people. And most of you guys watching this, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. I don't think most Red Pill dudes are actually doing that. I think that they take in the material. They feel like it's uncomfortable, but they try it and it works. So they binge it for a while and they feel miserable. I know that because they come into my DMs and say, Adam, I've been doing Red Pill stuff for 5 years. I've been sleeping with a bunch of women. I've never been more miserable in my life. Is this really all there is a life of perpetual fear and sex, but no connection at all? No. The answer is the orange pill. Red Pill adjacent. Take the pieces Red Pill tried to take, blend it with yellow. Blend it with a totally different color. Orange Pill says, look at attachment. Fix your attachment. Find somebody with good attachment. Be aware of the problems. Don't be blind. Don't stick your head in the sand. Be smart. Be tactical. But do not play games with the people in your life. Do not control people through fear. Don't be controlled through fear. Don't live in a mental Jonestown for the rest of your life. And don't let it compel you to do things to other people that you will hate yourself for. That's Orange Pill, my friends. Please, come join the Orange Pill with me. Let's take the Orange Pill experience and let's build a much better dating system for men. Because right now, Red Pill is the only thing out there seeming to give answers to men. I saw news articles not that long ago that they want to ban teenage boys from gyms so that they can't learn from other men. They want to separate men out and not let us guide each other or teach or learn or grow in any way, shape, or form. Because they call every time we talk about men's rights in any way, shape, or form, radicalization. Men's rights absolutely must be talked about. Fatherhood must be talked about. The family court system must be talked about. All this brokenness that we crap on men continuously. Look, I grew up in California. We got the crazy way ahead of the rest of you guys. So I am well versed in this crap if you guys think I'm not. I get people all the time, Adam, you are way too white pill. You're way too naive. You're blue pill. You don't understand. Bro, I grew up with it. I fully understand. Trust me. But fear and mental Jonestown is not the answer. It is not the answer, you guys. If you don't want what happened to Steve Harvey to happen to you, I don't know his wife. I don't know if she has diagnosable issues. Maybe she's a sweet, wonderful lady that just got in bad circumstances. I have no idea, but it looks bad. And if you don't want to experience similar, learn about attachment. Learn on this channel. I have 400 videos to teach you about attachment. This is not a money grab. Learn about attachment. If you want more help, send me a contact. I will help you out. I have many resources for that. but you see how much material I've put out to teach you guys about the better way. Please learn about attachment. Learn the red flags. Learn the green flags. Learn about your attachment. Fix your attachment. Surround yourself with people who have healthy attachment, not with men who are perpetually afraid. Surround yourself with good quality people who have good attachment. And let's start fixing our local communities, because it's the only way to fix this big broken culture. If you're upset about OnlyFans, you're upset about women, you're upset about family courts, start fixing your local environment. Filter for attachment, men and women. Filter correctly. Learn how to build great relationships. You will see disasters in advance. A woman like that does not sneak up on you. You blind yourself so that she can walk right up to you. If you want to be safe, let's talk. Drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys what your take on this whole thing with Steve Harvey is. Maybe you think I'm totally wrong. What's your take on Red Pill? What's your take on Rollo Tomasi saying that there is no such thing as a quality woman? What's your take on that? How do you feel about that with your mother, with your sister, with your daughter, with your wife? Do you feel that all of them are scum? Do you feel that they are subhuman animals to be used for sex? Maybe you do. Drop me a comment below. I would love to have that conversation with you. Let's actually talk, because we only are going to get through this by talking. I'm Adam Lane Smith, the attachment specialist. I'll see you in the next video.